I thought he was my forever, my safe place, my home. But one night, a single scent of perfume that wasn't mine shattered everything. This is the story of how I uncovered his double life and took back my power. Picture this: waking up every morning feeling safe, loved, like you found your home in someone's eyes. That was me with Daniel. He was my best friend, my anchor, the guy who made me laugh on my darkest days. We had our little routines: coffee before work, late night walks, dreaming about our future. I'd look at him and think, how did I get so lucky? I believe we were untouchable, that our love was forever. But that was my first mistake, thinking forever was guaranteed. Looking back, the signs were there, like tiny cracks in a mirror you don't notice until it's too late. Late night work calls, sudden business trips, excuses that felt rehearsed. I brushed them off, telling myself, he's stressed. He's working hard for us. Love can blind you. It builds walls around the truth, and I built mine high. I didn't want to see what was happening, because seeing it meant everything could fall apart. One night, it all shifted. It was raining, and I'd cooked Daniel's favorite, lasagna with extra cheese. He came home late, nearly 11, smiling like nothing was wrong. But his shirt carried a scent, perfume, light and floral, not mine. My heart froze. I dropped my fork. He laughed it off, saying, "Long night at the office?" But for the first time, a voice in my head whispered, "What if he's lying?" That night, lying next to him, I couldn't sleep. The rain tapped the window. His breathing was calm, but my heart raced. I wanted to scream, to demand answers, but fear kept me quiet. The truth felt scarier than the lie. From then on, I couldn't unsee the signs. His phone was always face down. He'd smile at texts, then hide the screen. He'd leave the room for calls. Every little thing planted seeds of doubt, but I fought them. "Don't be paranoid," I told myself. "You'll ruin everything." But those whispers grew louder. I kept up the act, cooking, laughing, holding his hand. But inside, I was breaking. Pretending everything was fine while my heart screamed the truth was torture. I didn't confront him because I wasn't ready for the truth to shatter my world. Let's rewind for a second, because to understand the pain, you need to know the love. I met Daniel at a friend's gathering, and the world faded away when he spoke to me. He didn't try to impress, he just listened, really saw me. We fell fast. Hours on the phone, coffee surprises, notes on my windshield. Once I mentioned loving sunflowers, and the next day he showed up with one saying, "You deserve to smile." How do you not fall for that? We dreamed of a house, kids, growing old together. Our wedding was small, perfect. His eyes locked on mine like I was his everything. For years we were happy. Movies on the couch, inside jokes, plans for forever. But even then, there were signs I ignored. Late nights, a locked phone, excuses I excused because I trusted him. One night, I couldn't take the doubt anymore. I opened his laptop, hands shaking, and found a folder labeled Work Notes. Inside were photos, messages, voice notes, not meant for me. There she was, the woman from the restaurant, smiling in selfies he'd saved. messages filled with promises he once made to me. But it wasn't just an affair. There were plans about money, investments, our future, that he was sharing with her, not me. This wasn't a mistake. It was a double life. I followed him the next morning, saw him meet her at a cafe, their closeness undeniable. My heart broke, but something else sparked. Resolve. I wasn't powerless anymore. I was ready to act.
I didn't want a screaming match or public drama. I wanted him to lose what he took from me: control, pride, his perfect image. So I planned carefully. I documented everything: screenshots, messages, photos, stored safely on a USB drive and a hidden cloud folder. I met with a lawyer to protect myself financially and legally, changed my passwords, secured important documents. I dropped subtle hints to friends, planting seeds of truth. Patience was my weapon. I played the loving wife, letting him think he was safe, watching him make mistakes. I prepared a folder of evidence, organized and undeniable, for the perfect moment to expose him. I chose his family's dinner for the reveal, a place where he played the perfect son, brother, husband. I brought my folder, my heart pounding, but my voice steady. When his father asked about his career, I saw my moment. I placed the folder on the table, opened it, and showed the first page, a screenshot of his messages to her. The room went silent. His mother gasped. His father's jaw tightened. I laid out the evidence: photos, timelines, receipts, calmly, letting the truth speak. He tried to deny it, saying I faked it, but I held up the USB drive. It's all here, verified. His protests crumbled as his cousin read his words aloud. I ended with a quiet truth. I loved you, but you betrayed us all. They see you now. He stormed out, but no one followed. For the first time, I felt free. The fallout was messy. He flooded my phone with apologies, then anger, accusing me of ruining him. He promised to change, to cut her off, but it was too late. When I didn't respond, he showed up at our house, begging, then threatening, "You'll regret this." I closed the door, unshaken. He tried a smear campaign, painting me as the villain, but the truth was out, and those who mattered believed me. He ran back to her, but his world was cracking. His family, his friends, his reputation all saw through him. His chaos only proved my strength. That night on my balcony, watching the city lights, I felt peace. Not because he fell, but because I rose. Betrayal showed me who he was, but my response showed me who I am. Silence was louder than shouting. Truth cut deeper than lies. Walking away with dignity was my greatest victory. His betrayal didn't define me. It taught me to rebuild stronger. If you faced betrayal, how did you rise above it? Drop your story in the comments. I'd love to hear it. If this story hit home, hit that like button, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more real, raw stories that shock and inspire. This wasn't just my ending, it was my beginning. Thanks for listening.